Lovely day, my lovers, too. Yes. I, Kizzy, and I'm absolutely grateful to share the following being loving and lovable with you, too, within my lovely city of Chicago, whereas I'm very grateful to be a part of this experience once again. Started sincerely observing, but for sure was able to participate for 22, year 19, no, I'm like, why are you speaking in nines? 2022, whereas celebration of the Day of the Dead. So here we have Hubbard, Hubbard High School, which have gifted me this opportunity to receive their perspective. And so I will show, you have certain things that, like the bread. I remember on my first year of doing so, I was gifted the bread as a vegan, and therefore there were certain instances. I did have the candy for my experience of experiencing miscarriage. There's a certain time when individuals are focusing on the children, and then therefore I think there's a time for the animals. So this is the miracle, whereas this year I last year I got a chance to be like, why do they use the miracle? The ancestors, it's a strong scent that comes from the miracle. And being that when it comes to myself of sharing with you all, my first ever flowers that I grew in abundance in making a transition from not smoking marijuana to just like not putting it in my system. I went in the yard for the very first time for my grand, whereas me and her, I worked in the yard, and Miracles was the flower that grew in abundance. So to think about it this year, like, whoa, I see it. Because also this year, inside of my Love Living space, some Miracles came growing out of nowhere in one of the pots. And I'm like, oh my. So to think and to know that this is a flower that the ancestors are saying, I am present. It is my honor to share this perspective because what I do know, this is part of the life cycle. Whereas one will remember or be remembered as an asset, and then also show others ways to deal when these transitions happen, because they happen. And to help individuals deal when it happens, I'm honored to be in the numbers. My mama, Michelle Isengant, transitioned when I was age of 17. So when I watch my brother now my brother in 2015, he let me know, he showed that they was able to get my mom a tombstone. So, things like this helps the process, because the reality, when it happens, it is a feeling, it's an emotion. One goes through a certain emotion of not having, especially certain individuals like the mom or the dad, they are different than anybody else. You have not grandparents and siblings and all such. But to be able to show individuals ways that they can still praise and continue to move forward as being an asset. That is what I share with you all as I show up in spaces and praise and celebrate with others. Because in a time of such, whereas when I was growing up, my mom used to decorate for Halloween and everything. But it was talking about Dad, but now I get a chance to be in the numbers with others that can do it all year long, be a part of celebrating it like this and like that all around the world. We get a chance to still praise and celebrate and acknowledge our ancestors with a praise. Yeah, that's the reason why I share, because when we start speaking about altars and different things growing up, certain individuals be like, what they practicing? Practicing celebrating their ancestors. That's what they're practicing. They're remembering them and saying thank you for the relationship that we did have together. So it's my honor to be in the numbers to highlight another perspective of being comfortable with celebrating, knowing, yes, that person is no longer here in the flesh. However, spiritually, when I say my mom's name, Michelle Isengant, trust me, I am rewarded with my ancestors, my family, my grand Leon Eisen, all of them. But it's an honor to be able to show the cycle of life from a beautiful perspective. And that is what I share with you all today. It is my honors to experience this I Talk You Love in abundance. I praise and celebrate with all of us that get a chance to know that once you transition, somebody's going to celebrate you too. Okay? They're going to think of you, all the good works that you have done. And so therefore, as we live now, we are adding value. So therefore, I love loving with you all once again in my lovely city of Chicago. It is an honor to share this aspect because there's another place that I look forward to sharing with you all because when it's all said and done, I am honored to praise and celebrate continuously as I am. All right, my lovers too. I love loving with you all too. Love, love.